today it's episode 3 on Dear April. We're going to do anxiety part 2. I'm going to give you 3 steps on how to deal with anxiety in your season of anxiety and how to trust God in your season of anxiety. So yeah, let's start the video. And we're back. Sorry guys, we had to change our location because of unforeseen circumstances. Okay, so 3 tips to deal with anxiety and how to trust God in your season of anxiety. These 3 tips were gotten from reading Philippians 4, and I think we should read that verse of the Bible. So I'm just going to open it and we're going to read Philippians 4, and then we're going to talk about all the 3 tips that we got from reading.
And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and minds in Christ Jesus. Finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. Whatever you have learned or received or heard from me or seen in me, put into practice, and the God of peace will be with you.
So tip number 1 is think about the things that are pure and lovely and amazing and true and righteous, and not just think about them but write about them. Like, you need to write a list of things that make you happy, lists of things that are good and true and right and just appropriate in the right season. Like, you need to write a list of things that you trust God for and you believe God for, and those things are very, very important. So when you are in a state of constant worry, you can bring out that list and actually look at them and say, okay, this is what I trust God for, this is what is true about my life, this is what is true about my situation, and this is the right approach to things, this is the best approach to things. So that list is very important because it really, really helps you in your season of anxiety. When your head is all scattered and you can't really think straight, it's going to help you. So tip number 1. Tip number 2 is also write a list of things that trigger you to have anxiety, because we all have different triggers, different maybe financial situation or comparison, like we talked about in the last video, or just trauma, anything that causes anxiety. Just write a list or have the list in your head and just avoid those situations, avoid those keywords, avoid dwelling your thoughts on those things, or it's just going to lead you to have anxiety. So that's tip number 2, knowing what triggers you to have anxiety and just avoiding them totally. And in the way to avoid them is actually going back to tip number 1 by looking at your list of what is true and right and just good things, good thoughts that you should think about. So that's tip number 2. Tip number 3 is prayer. I think that's the most important tip. Well, it's a tip that we sometimes tend to forget. We actually tend to forget to pray while we're dealing with different things. So I think it's really, really important to have it at the back of your mind that prayer is the most important thing, the most important tip. To pray to God, to actually have a communication with God. This is what I'm anxious about. This is what I'm going through right now. Please help me in this situation. Please help me deal with this. And definitely God is going to listen to you and hear your prayers. I hope you enjoyed the video. The last thing I'm going to leave you with is trusting in God is not trusting in things that you see, trusting in physical things, but trusting in a higher power other than yourself. And that's what gives us true peace. True peace is gotten from trusting in a higher power other than ourselves. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope we actually use these 3 tips. And yeah, this is episode 3 of Dear April. I can't wait to see you in episode 4. Bye.